Gonna get started in a high minute. I just need to change the ISOs on my camera. Oh, yeah. I'm just playing. Let me stop all this wax singing. Get my lights adjusted a little bit better. Uh-oh. There we go. Let's see. Ain't so harsh. I mean, I could go like Dios. How's that look? Ain't too bad. Okay, we'll try that. Alrighty. What's up, people? What's up? What's happening? I am Big Sam. Now I'm about to try something. I know I'm not looking at either one of these cameras. I got two cameras going right now. But the idea for this video is to show you how easy it is to set up a podcast, right? So there's this app on my phone called Anchor, ANCHOR, Anchor.fm, Anchor.fm. You download this app, Anchor.fm. I don't know why I keep showing my phone. Ain't like y'all can see that. But anyway, so you download the app, you set up your information, put your name in, if you want to name your show or whatever. And then you go into the app. You're going to press new episode. You click on new episode, and it'll say this episode doesn't have any audio in it yet. Tap here to add audio to this episode. There's going to be an arrow pointing down. I'm using the iPhone to do this. So if you're using an iPhone, you should be able to follow along pretty easily. Anyway, you press the little plus sign in the middle of your phone, and then another screen is going to open up. Well, my app just crashed, which means there's an update. And then or they are about to release an update, I should say. Uh, then you hit record, and then you just start talking about whatever your show is going to be about. Literally, that's it. Like, it's super painless, super super easy. So I'm gonna do it. Boom, press record. It starts recording. You do your podcast however you want to do it, whatever you want to talk about. Let's say if you got a subject that you have on your heart or on your mind or whatever, talk about that. Most people introduce their show, or they start their show with some kind of introduction, whether it's formal or informal. Hi, my name is such and such, and thank you for tuning in. And hello, my name is da 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 da. Whatever. Be you, you know, and then just start talking about whatever the content that you have. I don't really have any content, but I do podcasts. Whatever random thoughts come to mind, I just try to record. You know what? I just realized something. I'm wondering what is going on with this light. I have a light that's not even on right now. I'm looking at this screen. I'm like, man, goodness gracious. But the point of this was to show you how easy it is to podcast and or vlog. Now, I'm not encouraging anyone to put out content like I do, extremely raw and what some may perceive as unorganized. Take your time, think out your plan. If you have someone to help you out, allow them to help you out, and put your best foot forward. For me, I'm more of a jump in the game, go until you get a no, and the process will smooth everything out as time goes along. But if you are a musician, podcasting is an extra dope way to distribute your music. You can also use it as an outlet. If music comes with certain frustrations or aggravations or what have you, and not all the time are you able to release it all in your music. So I found for myself that podcasting is an outlet. It has become an outlet for me just to talk about random weird stuff or voice thoughts or whatnot. I do want to become more creative as it relates to having like theme music or music that was created amongst the team and put it on as background, as well as do some commercials inside of the show. All that will come in time. Have to rebuild a production team because I honestly don't want to do everything myself. I 132,000% am all about a team. The solo stuff, it just don't work for me. So with a team, cats that could produce, cats that do video editing, graphic work, all of that stuff. We all gonna win. I mean, heck, if you're doing the work, of course you're gonna maintain the credits, you're gonna maintain your rights. But if you don't, with my hustle, my forte is spreading content, disseminating. When I say spreading on social media. Excuse me, leveraging attention and communicating. So I would like to have like a team of cats. We think of ideas to discuss about social issues or just give different perspective on different things. Some comedy skits, make fun about the stupid stuff we put up with as musicians or bands put up with as musicians, traveling, family, exploring new stuff, and just kind of document it all. Not kind of document it all, but document it all. Make like cool little short movies and stuff, and put stuff out multiple times a day, and really build our own little team. You know, our own media team, our own production company, and everybody that's on board, we all eat. I mean, if you don't want to be on camera, you don't have to be on camera. But if you do, we can all eat. And of course, as we grow, some people's attention might grow faster than another's or whatnot. That don't mean the team stop. That just means we gonna have to find more people to support each cause. You know what I'm saying? The idea is to constantly grow. It ain't about make me big. I'm already big. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't need no help with that. I'm good on that. So if the team eats, we all win. We could, especially inside of the CSRA, we can take control of the entertainment market and industry in the CSRA. It doesn't have to be left in the hands of wealthy people that don't have a clue about what's going on inside the city or coming from the neighborhoods in the city. I myself don't even come from the neighborhoods inside of Augusta. I come from Grovetown, Charlotte. And I'm not even active in my community in Grovetown, just to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, even in my neighborhood, I rarely even talk to my neighbors. Whew, I live in an interesting, bougie neighborhood, but that's neither here nor there. But for whatever reason, I drew to Augusta, and I just started noticing different things as I was trying to get into the music scene. So it ain't a matter of me trying to be a pioneer for Augusta, because I mean, hell, I can't even vote in Richmond County because I live in Columbia County. But I do know that because it is a larger city than Grovetown, and there is live venues in there, and there's not in Columbia County because of alcohol laws and all that other stuff, it only makes sense for me as a musician that loves to play. It only makes sense for me to try to help it grow, help this market grow and thrive, because I want to stay working. There's going to be a time where I want to break from the road. And when I want to break from the road, if I come back to Grovetown, I'm still going to want to play. I'm still going to want to kick it. I'm still going to want to, you know what I'm saying, connect with musicians. So I got to plant the seeds and get the foundation built now to make all that happen. But I just looked at this thing and remembered I'm supposed to be doing a how-to podcast. So I'm going to cut that short. You know what I'm saying? I get to rambling about all kinds of stuff. But that's basically how you podcast. So basically, not basically, at the end of your show, you just tell your people, hey, thank you for listening. I appreciate it. I am Big Sam from Big Sam Presents. I thank you for supporting me. Thank you for subscribing to my podcast. I really do appreciate it. It's very encouraging to see the growth and the people that are listening. It'd be super dope if some of you listeners could, reach out and leave some comments, leave some feedback, regardless of what the content of the show. Talk to me. Let's get connected. Let's vibe off each other. I am doing an effort to have more consistent content. I'm working with some people on that, and I'm working with myself on that to try to push myself to have more consistent content, getting over some mental blocks. But thank you again for supporting. Thank you for your patience with the show. Thank you for sharing the show. Thank you for liking the show. Uh, the best is yet to come. Again, thank you for subscribing. Please tag a friend, email this to a friend, email it to a musician. If you have some topics that you like to hear on podcasts, but you haven't heard anyone talk about, shoot me an email or leave me a DM or a comment or something. Big Sam Presents, just as you see it. Big Sam Presents with a Z at gmail.com. Big Sam Presents at gmail.com. You can email me or shoot me a DM or leave a comment on wherever you found this podcast. Or if you're on Halanis, Google Plus, Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, VK, Snapchat, WhatsApp, Telegram, oh man, LinkedIn, YouTube, Vimeo, Patreon, Stitcher, oh man, Podomatic, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, wherever you found this at. Leave me a comment, and let me know what you think. I appreciate your support. Till next time, that is how simple it is to podcast. You just hit in, add your little music to it right there on the app, put a title to it, hit boom, publish everywhere, and it will it will distribute that podcast to all of the distribution channels inside of Anchor. And that's as simple as it is. So I go another step, and I go I go inside the app, and I copy the link, and then I manually go into a lot of my social media platforms, and I will post it inside of there, and then I'll share it inside of those platforms, and then I'll go inside of the post, and I'll comment on it. I'll use hashtags, and when people interact with it, I always make sure I follow up on their comments. And that's how I market my podcast show. But it's so simple to get into this. And with Anchor.fm, they have it set up now where you could, people have the option to subscribe and give you a subscription, 99 cents a month or $4.99 a month or $9.99 a month. So you have an opportunity to have some passive income. You have to ask people, will you subscribe? Will you contribute? Will your contribution? And just tell folks what the money is going to. My bad, I'm rubbing the microphone. Tell people what the money is going to. You know what I'm saying? I know for myself, my podcast, when as people contribute to it, helps me buy gear. Some things I'm getting ready to invest in is a gimbal for my Sony. I'm using the Sony A6500 camera. I have a Mevo that I'm live streaming right now on YouTube and Periscope. I have a Canon 70D that needs to be repaired. A battery sensor needs to be replaced on it. That's a $450 lick right there. Boom! Without shipping. I got to pay to ship it there and pay for it to come back. But I want to get another Sony camera, a big boy camera, and a gimbal. And that way, when I go out and shoot, I can have multiple angles, and for myself, I can maintain a relatively consistent look. As well as building my band, documenting that journey. So it'll help with the production costs on that, investing in that. Just everything that I got going on, you know. If you haven't already, check me out on Patreon. I'm working to get that thing. I'm trying to get some very exclusive content on my Patreon account. Very, very exclusive content. So stay tuned on that. It's going to